Hello, welcome to my channel, welcome. The day that is to be decided and proceeded, that everything has to be all welcome and all displayed. Everything has to be all neat and tidy. Basically, this is how the memory is and what's going to happen, all this. So, this is what the timing is, and this is what it needs to be. I know that everything has to be all timing, and everything has to be all considered as the following, and everything has to be good. So I know that this is a wonderful reading, and I hope that you guys like it. Remember, follow me as right now, so you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, and give it a like in the comments as long as it needs to. So remember about this type of reading, because if it does involve you, if it does involve how your energies are, this is how it seems to be. So I'm going to look at the past, the present, the future, what's happening with this, and acknowledge about how it seems to be, knowing that this is a very fine line and how it goes. Because, this is what it seems to be, this is what a no-take situation is, and this is how it goes. So let's enjoy this, and I hope that you like it. Right, so we look at King of Wands reversed, we have Queen of Swords upright, and we have the Page of Pentacles upright. So you could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You could be dealing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the King of Wands reversed. Now that's a different way. That's a different a diagram there. Basically, how that seems to be. It's the way of how it goes. It's the way how you can look at it. It's the way of how you can do whatever you want, It's the way of knowing about how to be creative, right? Because this is how it seems to be. So I'm going to see what's happening. So what's talks about that? The Emperor is upright because he has structure. Okay, that's the main reason. Having structure, having everything else, that's the wonderful feeling. So that's kind of like how it is. That's the present situation. So that was the present, the past actually. This is the present from now. You have the Queen of Swords is upright because you could be dealing with another Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, right? So you could be doing that. But this is a way of how, this is how it goes. So I'm going to see what the universe is saying. I'm going to give it 2 cards, see what's going to happen. You have the Sin of the Swords reversed because there's no burdens here. And you have 6 of Cups is upright because you guys are talking and see what's happening. So you could be dealing with another Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer in some way, somehow. This is what it is. Now, opportunity is you have the Page of Pentacles is upright. So this is what an opportunity is. So I'm going to clarify that card. So let's see. Let's clarify that card. So we have the 7 of Wands reversed, and you have the 9 of Pentacles upright. So you could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So this is a wonderful opportunity. So we have 2 reverse cards and 2 uprights. That's basically how it is. Now this is how it is, but the main reason is that everything has to be all conquested, and this is how it is. It's the way of knowing what to do. It's the way of proceeding with caution. You know how I said about that wet flower sign is be cautious of what you're doing, and know it's about the wet flower sign, right? Be cautious wet flower. You know what I mean, right? But this is what it seems to be. You have to know exactly how it is. It's the way of how it goes. It's the way how you can do whatever you want to do. It's like me wearing this tooth coat. It keeps my ears warm, right? It's the way of how it is. It's the way how I look. It's a different way. It's a different outcome. Like I can wear different sort of hats. But this is what it is. This is not about me. This is just the way I'm talking about. But it's the way of how it is. Find the solution, find the problem to solve the solution. That's all you can do. But you need to have structure. Structure is the base on it. Structure is the way of how you can do that. It's the way of knowing what to do. You know, it's the way of knowing about that, being creative, being your own, being to have your own strengths, your weaknesses. This is what it seems to be. But you know, you have to improve yourself wisely to understand that. It's the way to do things on your own. It's the way of doing it as, you know, it's gonna be like the way of how it is. It's like being, you know, under pressure, understand that, right? You have to focus. Focus on your own reality. Focus on giving yourself a reality check. You know, this is how it is. If you seem to be all positive, you have to do that. If you seem to be all great, you have to do that. You know, acknowledging your own way to understand that. It's seeing is believing, and believing is seeing. I always say that, right? But this is what it seems to be. If you have faith, you know what to do. If you don't have faith, what you're going to do, right? You have problems out there. You have what it seems to be, you know. If my voice seems to be a little bit high, a little bit, that's fine, okay? So you understand it. But the point being is that this is what it seems to be. You have to know exactly the basics. It's like playing baseball. Okay, you know how to play it, you know how it goes. You go from start, middle, and end, which means like home, first base, second base, third base, home again. You know what I mean? So this is what it seems to be. You have the structure. You have the format. You know how it is, right? Because you have to believe in yourself. They can do things on their own, rather than telling someone what to do, whatever. And you know, if people don't like that, they have to understand that. Yes, you know, there are times where we have to think for ourselves, but it's the way of knowing what to do. It's a better outcome. You know what I mean? Okay. So anyway, back to this reading. This is what it seems to be. This is how it's going to go. Because you have to believe in yourself. You have to know if this is a give and take situation. Believe or not. Because let's see. Let's see what's else between that card and this card. So we have the Queen of Wands reversed because there's no charisma. And you have the Strength card that's upright because you have bravery. So you could be dealing with another Leo. So having strength is the wonderful feeling. You know, it's the way how it goes. It's the way how it looks like. But let's see. Let's see what's the opposite about that card, please. The Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so you have no victory on your side. Having no victory kind of sucks. But I want to figure out what's the opposite about that card, please. Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, there's no fear. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? Because you have no fear. Having no fear is great. Because you know how it seems to be. It's a way of how it goes in one way or another. So it seems to be very processing. Let's see. Let's see what's else about that card, please. The Seven of Cups is upright. Yeah, so you could be dealing with another Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This is a beautiful reading after all, isn't it? Yes, it is. But let's see what the universe is saying. Let's see what the universe is saying. Six of Fire is victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Okay, so you could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And the Knight of Fire is don't give up. Protect that which you have created. Have courage. Believe in yourself. Yes, that's all I can say, is that you have to believe in yourself. So this could be the way of where you're going to deal with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It's the way of how it goes. It's the way of knowing what to do. You know, you have to know that this is a, you know, it's not a backstabbing. It's not the way of how it is. It's the way of knowing what to do. I'm not going to, you know, lecture you all, but I'm trying to tell you what's happening because, you know, it does make sense. It's the reality of knowing what to do, and you have to know that. It's playing by the rules, you know, it's like playing a game. You have to know what to do, right? You have your instructor, you have your own way, you have your own rules, you have what it is, right? If you're playing the game, you know what to do, right? If you're playing a game of Clue, or if you're playing a jigsaw game, whatever it is, you have the instructions for it. That's why you have the structure. That's why when the emperor is, you have the structure. And when you have that, you have that way of knowing what to do. If you have structure, you know how to build it, right? You know how it seems to be, right? Just like buildings, they only be created by construction workers, and they have to have the strength, the ability, the structure of how to do that, and they have their own math skills to know how to do it, right? And mapping it out. So, you know, this is what it seems to be, because in this reading, this is what a marvelous taste of it. It's the way of knowing what to do, you know, and you have to know that this is what it seems to be. It's the way of knowing to understand that. I'm giving you a way of knowing what to do, and this is how it is. You have to know exactly what it seems to be, you know. It's a way of knowing what to do. It's the way of knowing how you can proceed. And just like I said before, it's like proceeding with caution without wet floor, you know what I mean? You have to understand that, right? So this is what I'm going to say is, slow and steady wins the race. That's all you can do. Because in theory, this is what I'm going to show you what the universe is going to say. Because I want to know what the universe is saying. So, if I just give that 2 cards here, and give that 2 cards. Let's see. See, at 9 wands is upright because there's immaturity, right? So you're being immature. You know what it is, right? So you could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. 4 of swords is upright because there's recuperation. So you could be dealing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles reversed because there's no trust. Oh, I see. Okay. And, yeah, the 8 of Cups reversed because there's no introspection. That explains it. So there's anything that kind of represents that card, please. What's opposite by that card, please? Source is upright. Yeah, so you could be feeling hurt by another Gemini, Libra, Taurus. So what's the outcome of that? What's the opposite of that card, please? 4 of Earth. Being too various or too cautious with any good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So you could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So, I hope that you enjoy this reading. I hope that this reading will help you and to guide you and understand it, because you have to know that this is what it seems to be. This is how it seems to be. This is how it's going to be. This is what the cards are going to say, and, you know, this is how it goes, you know. It's the way of knowing what to do, and this is what it seems to be. So before I let you go, pay attention to understand about this entire reading, because it does help you, and you have to know exactly what it seems to be. Knowing that this is a wonderful feeling, but is the way of knowing what to do, and progress is progress, right? And this is what it seems to be. So I know that there are times where this reading kind of helps you in wonderful ways, but it has to be all, concluded and everything else, right? Because if you have that conclusion, you know where you are. And when you do that, you have to proceed of what you're going to do. So this is what I have for you. And I hope that this reading helps you. Give it a like, give it a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye for now. Really.